All right, hey guys, Crew of Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
Calvin, it is Saturday. It's not Saturday.
It's not
we recorded this
Saturday.
early. Actually, it is Saturday for some of you guys watching this, but for the few amount of you guys that did check out blindwave.com, you're seeing this early, so congratulations. You know it's a good one because we're going to be doing episode 10 of season 2, the finale. Now, before we get started, Calvin, I had my Christmas early with my family because my brother had to come down early, so I'm done with Christmas. So I got my presents already.
Oh.
My brother got me The World of Ice and Fire, which is the encyclopedia stuff,
my gosh.
everything. Look at that art. That's Robert Baratheon versus the Dragon Knight. The Battle of the Trident.
That's so cool.
That's cool. I also got a pin.
Oh, what's it?
This is
The Hand of the King badge.
The King badge, yes.
Oh my gosh. That
So,
is
Isn't that
It's
awesome?
actual metal.
I know. Isn't that awesome?
You must wear it.
I know. I keep getting all of this Game of Thrones stuff, so for now, I'm the Hand of the King.
Yeah.
Calvin, when you've earned it, when we all feel like you've seen enough Game of Thrones, I'll transfer it over. But as of right now, you're not that much. You're not a sweet summer child anymore.
Yeah.
You're a squire.
I'm a squire.
Yeah.
So at what point do I actually get it? When I've achieved the knowing of the games and playing them as well as Ned or as Tyrion? 'Cause
I know exactly when I'm going to give it to you, and everybody watching knows exactly when we're going to give it to Calvin. But it is not this day.
Okay.
Okay? Maybe it will be. Maybe it'll be in this episode. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Speaking of, we got to do a real quick recap of what happened last week in Game of Thrones. And last week was the Battle of Blackwater.
Battle of Blackwater. Took
Yes.
place entirely in one spot, which you pointed out.
Yes, it did.
It's very...
Yeah.
Very cool.
Just to go over that real quick, Tyrion used the pig shit and exploded half of Stannis' fleet in an instant. And along with that went Davos and his son.
Yeah. Into the sea.
Into the sea. Yeah, Bronn was the one who fired it.
Yes.
Yes. Tyrion kind of took control after Joffrey pussied out.
Yeah, he did. He totally pussied out.
And Stannis landed the rest of his men, was going to overrun him, and then Tywin Lannister with his Lannister army, also with the Tyrells, came in at the last second and won the day.
Yep.
But not before Tyrion was killed.
Struck down, not killed.
He was slashed through his face.
He was
and
conscious
died.
when he hit the ground.
Yes, but then
his squire got to him.
His squire killed the Kingsguard that attacked him.
Yeah, that bastard.
And then was trying to help him out.
I wrote down WTF, Kingsguard bastard.
Yes, you did. So that was last week, and the week before that, just to catch up with everybody else that we're doing, just real quick, Jaime is with Brienne, trying to get back to King's Landing.
Yes.
Catelyn is imprisoned in the Army of the North's camp because she let that happen.
Yeah.
Robb just banged, I can't remember her name. It used to be Jean, and it's a different name now. His chick.
His apothecarist,
yes,
I believe is the right term.
The girl with the really nice thighs. He touched him. And then, where else? Dany is trying to find her dragons in the House of Undyne. Still. Not a whole lot happening there. Jon has been captured along with Qhorin Halfhand.
Yeah.
And Qhorin said something along the lines of, one man behind the lines is better than 1,000 on the wall or something like that.
Yes.
Trying to lay seeds, saying like, Jon, you can do this. You can get in there. You got to do it.
You can get into their
inner circle.
Round table.
So we have that. Bran, Rickon, Hodor, Master Luwin, and Osha are all in the bottom of the crypts of Winterfell.
Yeah.
Yes. The Bolton bastard is on his way to attack Winterfell. Right?
Yeah, with how many men?
I don't know how many men he has. A lot. He's got an army from the Dreadfort that are going.
Dreadfort.
I mean, they can lay siege. We'll see what's going to happen. Theon is in the Winterfell there.
Yeah, he's being a little bitch.
He is being a little bit of a bitch, yes.
His sister is actually kind of stepping up and trying to take care of him. But
yeah, she's trying to say don't die so far from the sea and all that stuff.
Yeah. And he's still being a bitch.
He is.
I don't get that.
I know. And then what else, Calvin? I think that's it. Is that everybody? Nope. Arya has escaped. Arya! She has escaped Harrenhal with the help of Jaqen H'ghar. So
So cool.
We have one more episode of this season.
She has no more names.
No, she has given all 3 names. The last one was a couple of names.
The last one was like 5.
But she has plenty of names left on her personal kill list.
Yes.
So we'll have to see where all goes from there. That's it.
I think so.
Let's get into this episode of Game of Thrones. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. We broke your mouse wheel. We finally done it. My gosh.
We broke the mouse.
You guys know how we kind of hit the mouse a little bit, a lot at the end? Our mouse wheel is not working. Wow. Okay, I'm going to put this up manually, but we're close. We're close. We've been trying to break this mouse for a long, long time.
Yeah, we finally did it.
Okay, so...
A little bit.
Yeah, let's
the
get...
2 click buttons still work.
Yes.
We're going to have to fix that.
Yes. Let's get back into it.
Tell them I am very much alive.
He's dead.
Yes, my lord.
He's not dead. He's very much alive. He just said.
Is this what you want, Lady Marjorie?
With all my heart, Your Grace.
What was the one thing she wanted?
To be the queen.
She got what she wanted.
Yep.
I think Sansa got what she wanted, too.
Yeah. She serves no purpose now.
She's happy about it.
Yeah.
Joffrey's not the sort of boy who gives away his toys.
She has a purpose.
Tender heart. Just like your mother did at your age.
If you've quite finished,
Poor Brienne.
Hurry. Stay.
She is formidable.
He definitely looks surprised
Yeah.
at her power and speed.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands will die at your command. You will betray the man serving you. You will betray your family. You will betray everything you once held dear. And it will all be worth it. Do you see, my king?
Yes.
What do you see?
Something.
Yep.
He saw hypnotism happening. Probably.
I will kill
Hypnotism.
that man. Don't care how many arrows they feather me with, how many spears they run through me, I will kill that horn-blowing cunt before I fall.
I want you to know you're surrounded.
They're under siege.
I know I'm surrounded. I know that because I stood on the battlements and saw I was surrounded.
I don't want you to sleep. I want to sap your spirit before...
Thank you, wise, bold man.
say every ironborn man is worth a dozen from the mainland. We die bleeding from 100 wounds, with arrows in our necks and spears in our guts.
They've still got 200 men to kill.
Will echo through eternity. Girls will think of us with their lovers inside them. And whoever kills that fucking hornblower will stand in bronze above the shores and fight. Once he's dead, may never die.
They knew they were gonna die.
What are you doing? Why should I believe you?
Fuckers.
To create...
He ought not have done that. Oh, don't separate the group. That's adventuring 101, Eric. Never split the party. She found a door, he didn't.
She found a way in.
They hear her.
Mom! Mom!
What?
Oh. I love Jackin.
He's so cool. And he's not there. He's behind you.
How do you know we'd come this way?
After all the things you have seen, this is your question.
My dancing master was from Braavos.
To be a dancing master is a special thing, but to be a faceless man, that is something else entirely. The girl has many names on her lips. Just give that coin to any men from Bravos and say these words to him. Valar Morghulis.
Valar Morghulis.
Morghulis.
Valar
Please
Morghulis.
don't go, Jaqen.
Jaqen is dead. Say it again. Valar Morghulis.
Valar Morghulis.
Good. Farewell, Arya Stark.
Faceless man.
I don't want to leave you.
No more than I want to leave you. I pulled you into the world. Both of you. I've seen both your faces almost every day since, and for that I consider myself very, very lucky. Go now with Hodor. Go on. I'll be right here.
Very reassuring, Hodor.
Throne room. Ash.
It could be ash from dragons. Or snow from winter.
Winter. Yeah.
This is what she wants, isn't it? The Iron Throne?
Yeah. Left your torch back there. It's north of the wall. And they're just leading her everywhere.
Yeah.
They're offering her everything that she wants.
She's not falling for it. They're so cute.
Dracarys.
What?
She can survive the heat.
There's no amount of magic that can put that fire out. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Can't wait till they're bigger. Now he's really got to get into character.
Uh-huh.
He's trying to get him in the state that he needs to be in.
Oh yeah, they'll watch it on the wall.
Well, shit.
Corn sacrificed everything for the wall.
You don't want this one coming back for you.
It's a lot of dudes.
I like their little watch they have there. They're making sure he doesn't get up.
Wouldn't you?
Yep.
Take his key.
Dany's handmaiden. That was missing.
Yeah. It's empty, isn't it?
Nothing.
Dude's a player.
He barters,
He's a
deals, and sells, all with money he does not have.
That suck. Their hands are tied too.
Yeah.
Dany doesn't fuck around.
She now has the wealth of Karth.
Looks real enough to me. Real enough to buy a ship.
Cut the statues up.
Mm-hmm.
They've been waiting for that since they got there.
Yep.
Yeah, look at those guys.
That's those guys.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They knew what's up.
I'd never noticed that before. All right. Game of Thrones. Oop.
It's on the half hand.
Rangers returning.
Back.
2.
Blasted wildlings.
Wildlings.
You're not fighting them alone. Come on.
White Walkers. Oh, Sam.
Look how cold it is.
It's like dry ice.
They have a couple walkers with them. Alright, a decent amount.
A few. A lot.
An army.
Quite a lot.
What'd you think?
Screech!
Yeah.
Just like the ring race.
Kind of like the ring race, yeah. Yep. We got our first good look at a White Walker. Ah, Sam got a first good look at a White Walker.
Yeah.
And the army of the dead. Now we know why the wildlings are running.
Yeah.
We saw how many wildlings there were in that camp. And
they're
they
still
are
running.
so afraid that they're trying to run. Yeah. Because for every person you kill...
Unless you burn them.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Shit, that would be terrible.
I know.
Because battles go on for hours.
Yeah.
Especially battles that size. So, like, as you kill them, they just keep turning. And you have to keep killing them.
I think people need to stop fighting each other and go north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or devise something better than...
Look, there's a 700-foot wall. There's a reason that thing's there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think of the look of the White Walkers?
It's very cool.
It's very cool. I think they're terrifying.
Yeah.
They look a little different than that one frame we saw in the first season.
Yeah.
But I like this look better. And they're so cold. Their eyes are diamonds. Did you see his sword? Or his polearm that he had?
Yeah.
It was like made of ice.
It's like a big icicle.
Yeah. I love that ending. I think it's great. When I saw it for the first time, I was so fucking hyped. I was like, oh!
It's terrifying.
It is. The Night's Watch has never in their lifetime, in those guys' lifetime, heard 3 blasts. So I always thought that was a cool, like, 1, 2, oh shit! You know?
Yeah.
Which I always thought, like, shouldn't it be like 3 blast, or like 1 blast is White Walkers, 2 blasts is Wildlings, 3 blasts is Rangers returning. That way, like, the first one's like, oh shit, get ready. Second one, we're good. Third one, all right, we're good.
Yeah.
Instead of like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I always felt that way.
That way, if something happened, like if
Yeah.
you get stabbed and don't
Yeah.
get the last one out, it's like people are still warned.
Yeah, exactly. But even though that makes more sense, the dramatic tension and just the breath that goes out of you when you hear that third blast is so great. Because
Yeah.
you're like, wait, 3 blasts? What was that?
I got chills.
It was like, oh shit, that's White Walkers.
Yeah.
That was good.
I got chills from the White Walkers.
Yeah. This episode was called Valar Morghulis, which is All Men Must Die, which Jaqen likes to say.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What did you think of the Jaqen Hagar scene? He is a faceless man.
I liked his face.
Yeah.
I wish he'd have kept it.
Yeah.
But I think that him changing faces was cool also.
It was also cool. Now,
Man. It's like, what?
we had talked about when we first met him. He was like in a dungeon, you know, and then Yorn was taking those 3 guys.
Yeah.
So you have to assume that Jaqen Hagar, the guy that was taken, might not be the same faceless man we've met. You know what I'm saying? He could have taken his identity.
Yeah.
I got some stuff, but let's go through some of your stuff, because your first note is hilarious.
I wrote, everyone fucking dies.
Not everybody died. A fair amount of people died. Master Lewin's death is a bummer.
That's
It's
the
a huge-
understatement of this season.
It is. I know. I mean, I've watched this episode like 4 times, and every time I watch it, I get more emotional watching that poor man go.
He's a strong man.
He was, and he was strong all the way to the end, even to the point where, like, do it, you know? Not a
Yeah.
lot of people do that in this show. They don't get to go out on
Their terms.
their terms.
Yeah.
Winterfell has been razed and burnt. Who did that?
The Ironborn.
The Ironborn, the last we saw, were taking Theon and surrendering.
Are they surrendering?
Well, remember, Robb said for every Ironborn that surrenders can go home, except Theon Greyjoy.
My thing would be raise the city, open the gates, and then leave out the back way
Yeah.
so that everyone rushes in, everyone tries to save everybody.
And they don't have to have the shame of
Yeah.
surrendering and being captured and being taken back home. Yeah, it's
I mean, they're
a good theory. No.
Ironborn.
And no one else knew that Bran and them were all under there, so it's not like Robb's men would stick around
Yeah.
once that had happened, you know?
Tyrion, he doesn't really have a whole lot to lose
Not really. He
if he goes with Shay.
Yeah. He did say he likes playing the game. He thinks he's good at it, and he feels like it's his place there. You know, he has
Seems to me like he's never had the upper hand in his family,
no.
and the little taste that he got is a reminder that he is smarter than them and that he can keep outdoing them in little ways to keep himself satisfied. And it sounded like that's what's truly satisfying to him.
I mean, he has nothing to lose, really, yes, but he does have something to prove. He wants to prove that to his father. Look, I am your son.
Yeah.
I can do these things. He wants to prove to his sister that, look, I'm not a little fucking monster, you know?
Yeah.
I'm your brother. You know, I want to comfort you. I can't. I don't know how. You won't let me. You know, he loves his brother. His brother's captured. He doesn't know what to do, but he knows he has something to prove, which is why I think he wants to stay. The only thing he does have to lose right now is Shay.
Yeah.
And she's staying by his side. So now at the end of the season, how did you feel about Daenerys' storyline this season?
Kind of slow.
Yeah.
I realized that they had to wait until the end
Mm-hmm.
for it to actually like kick up.
Yeah.
But I feel like more happened in this last episode than in the 9 other episodes that we saw combined.
Yeah, it's a little... I mean, it started out, I thought, very compelling with the Red Waste, and then finally getting to Karth. That was cool. And
I like how they wrote it. It didn't feel lacking when I was watching it. But now, seeing everything that's happened and the point we've come to, it's just kind of like, man, nothing actually did happen.
Yeah, she lost her dragons and she got her dragons back. But I do like this episode in particular because it showed all of the things that she wants, right?
Yeah.
And I like the fact that it showed that she's headstrong enough to push past simple tricks and magics, you know, to give her a satisfaction versus, you know, I don't think that she wants to go to Westeros because she wants to rule. I think she wants to go to Westeros because she thinks the people want her to rule. You know?
Yeah, she's keeping sight on the real reward.
Yeah.
Not
every time she mentions it, she talks like my people are waiting for me. You know? I think that she thinks a lot about how she can help others, but this season was a lot about how she can help herself. So, yes, it was slow, and a lot of people when they watch this the first time or like that, well, there was a little bit of complaining about her story, but I liked it to a point. But you're right, like. We could have done what we saw.
I mean, I'm not unhappy with what happened.
We could have saw all what she did this season in 5 episodes.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Pyat Pri, I think is the warlock's name. He said that their magic returned to them once the dragons were born.
Yeah.
He also said that they're the strongest in the dragon's presence, and the dragons are stronger in her presence. I always thought that was kind of a cool thing. And you made the observation a long time ago that the comet came with the birth of dragons as well.
Yes.
So why would magic suddenly come back with dragons, and what's that comet thing? And things seem to be happening. The White Walkers seem to be much more active after sleeping for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I think about all that stuff all happening at once, it makes for a fun anticipation about what's going to happen next. Tywin is officially the Hand of the King. Tyrion is no longer. Tywin was the Hand of the King for the Mad King for a long time.
Really?
I'm very certain that he was. And then when Robert, he ended up betraying the Mad King, like letting the gates open and stuff like that, you know?
Oh, okay.
And then he, when Robert took that, he wasn't Hand of the King. Robert made Jon Arryn Hand of the King. So I always thought it was cool that, like, seeing him again with that pin. I mean, this is a position he's very comfortable in, ruling from behind the throne, you know?
Yeah.
Littlefinger has been granted the Harrenhal, which we knew Janos Slynt had Harrenhal.
Yeah.
But he was sent to the Night's Watch, where you forsake all family and lands. So Harrenhal was open again. And again, it's one of those things like, well, who fucking wants Harrenhal? You know?
Yeah.
It's this big giant ruin. But Harrenhal has a bunch of lands and incomes all around it that makes you a very powerful man if you own that thing. So Littlefinger, once again, in the chaos, has found himself better for it. Robb was married this episode. He was married in the Light of the Seven, which is the southern religion, the newer religion, the new gods, which I always found interesting because he was brought up as a Stark, Winterfell, that keep the old gods. So I was wondering, like, I wonder why they did that. But it does kind of make sense because he was brought up with Eddard, who is the old gods, and Catelyn, who is kind of like more with the new gods. So I guess it's kind of one of those things where he worships the old gods and the new. But I thought it was interesting that there was a septon there, and the septons are what, like, the priests are called for the new gods, right? But then I was thinking about it, I'm like, well, I guess it would be more likely that there are septons in the south where they are than there are any kind of priests or one of those trees or anything like that, you know?
Right.
So that was
I mean, they
interesting.
cut most of the trees in the south down, didn't they?
Yes. And speaking of the septons, I didn't mention this. Remember that one guy got his arm tore off in the riot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was actually the High Septon. He was like the Pope for King's Landing.
That's terrible.
Someone mentioned that in the comments. I don't know who did, but they did.
I mean, I could tell he was some sort of holy man. I didn't realize it was...
He was actually, like, they ripped the High Septon down. So when Master Pycelle here is talking, like, I've consulted with the High Septon about this, he's consulting with the guy that just replaced the guy that got his arm tore off. And then the last thing I got, I just know that from when they were filming this, when they were filming the fight between Jon and Qhorin Halfhand, they're filming, like, in Greenland, or no, somewhere, maybe Ireland or something, but they're filming right next to a 500-foot drop, like, on location, you know?
Yeah.
They filmed that fight over 2 days, and they said after, like, the second day, they were, like, waist-high in snow. Because of the location, they couldn't finish it, so they had to keep moving snow off, throwing it off the cliff.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Keep going, you know? But it makes for a great scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got. You got anything else?
Just more about Jaqen.
More about Jaqen. I can talk about Jaqen all day.
Jaqen Hagar.
Yeah. Now he gave Arya a coin. If you ever need to find me, give this to any man from Braavos. And what?
And say the words.
Valar Morghulis. Yep.
Valar Morghulis.
And you'll find me, which is always interesting.
Or he'll find her.
Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. All right.
She would be so cool.
She would, wouldn't she?
She would love that.
She has a lot of people to put on the
She does.
The list.
She would be busy for a while. And
She would
I'm
be
sure she would continue being
would,
busy.
She would be so good at it, too.
Oh, she would.
Yeah, well, Calvin, the show's not over. Because tomorrow we're going into Season 3 of Game of Thrones, and we're going to see where all the characters go off to. I'm sure it'll be nice, happy,
they'll all die.
Fun places. They might live. A lot of people have lived. Everybody dies.
Everybody fucking dies.
Yeah. Well, we have this would be episode 20 in our reaction series. We've done 20 of these things, guys. So make sure if you want to
feel like that.
It doesn't. No. 5 more and we'll be halfway.
Jeez.
When I was trying to get you to come over here, because Calvin's not feeling too well, that's why he's probably a little hoarse today. Yeah. I was trying to get you over here. I'm like, Calvin, you'll love it. You'll love this episode. You're like, will I love it or will I hate it? Did you love it or did you hate it?
It's not my least favorite.
No.
But it's not my favorite.
I just kept thinking about that last scene.
Yeah.
I just wanted to watch the White Walker scene.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
that's
God.
why you got me over here.
Hey.
Because you loved it so much.
You got White Walkers this episode, and you got a faceless man changing his face.
Ah.
Now, if you guys remember, all the way back in season 1, where Viserys, Dany's brother, is talking to one of the Dothraki girls. I think it's actually that girl that just got sealed up. He was taking like a bath with her, and she was like, "I've seen a lot of things. I've even seen a man who can change his face." So she's seen a faceless man before too.
Yeah?
So it's not an entirely new concept yet.
No.
Yep.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Whenever they said it, I give a little wink to the camera.
Yeah.
All right.
Whenever she said it, I was like, that's just like a
throwaway thing.
like a street performer.
Yeah.
You know, just a guy who can like
Oh.
who can lay down like fake mustache and eyebrows and stuff and just wham and just roll it on his face and
Oh my gosh, he changed his face.
yeah, wig.
Yes. All right, guys, that's it for season 2. Make sure you're coming back tomorrow for season 3, episode 1. Or if you are a visitor of blindwave.net, right there, you might be able to see this extra early. So you're probably way ahead now. All these other fools just watching off YouTube.
Ha!
Ha! So make sure you guys are going there, checking that out. There you can find our Patreon campaign, or a link to our Patreon campaign, patreon.com/blindwave. That allows us to release these kind of things early. So if you guys like that, you can see these things, 1, on schedule, 2, above schedule, or
Ahead of schedule.
Ahead of schedule. Then you can go to the Patreon and help us out, and that stuff will be able to happen way more often. All right, so we're going to be moving on to season 3. I can't wait. We got a lot of good things.
Neither can I.
A lot of terrible things.
Samuel!
Yeah, we didn't even talk about is Sam. I don't know how he's getting out of that.
He'll get out of it.
We'll see. We'll find out tomorrow. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
Calvin, hit the button.